Hi there. Today we're going to look at doing a planned attack. Okay, so a lot of people just serve in, but really you've got to learn to do something to get a response or a return that you actually want to get in on, to capitalize on. So it's not just about the serve, it's always about the serve and what happens next. Ovtcharov, top European player, world player, he does this a lot. So this is a tactic or a plan that he does. So he'll get down nice and low from the center and serve out and attack the wide position. That position there, you can see how much a teeth has to stretch, and not many people like to be out wide on the forehand. So this is an area that Ovtcharov in particular attacks. He'll get in this position and then serve across into the short forehand area. There's not a lot that a teeth can do, or the opponent can do. You've noticed that although I'm doing a backhand serve, I'm doing the backhand serve not from the backhand side, but from the center. What this does, it allows me to angle out a little bit more, where if I'm doing it from here, the angle's not so great. But from here, he doesn't know exactly where I'm going to go, and I can get an angle going out, which is what I want to do. I want to make my opponent stretch as much as they can and hopefully straighten that arm. Now, if you watch Ovtcharov when he does this, he's really low, yeah, and his ball might go a little bit more central because the top players in the world will capitalize on the ball going off the angle. But generally in local leagues, that doesn't happen. They will struggle more with the one going kind of slightly off the side and off that angle. And you can see a teeth, all the opponent can really do is place the ball here, and that's the ball I'm going to capitalize on. So we're down in this position, I serve out wide, get that, boom, and then I'm going to go into the opposite corner. So I'm stretching my opponent from one bit, boom, to the other side. So even if he gets back there, there is not a lot you can do with that shot. Yep, it really makes your opponent stretch. So come to the center, out on the angle, boom. And like I say, even if they get behind that, there's not a lot they can do, boom. Now what you can do sometimes, if their push is too good, I can still push it. So you don't always have to have a ball that you can attack at this point. So I'm down here, I judge whether it's long enough, I can get in. If it isn't long enough, I can push it. And still not a lot that my opponent can do. Okay, so it's all about exploiting this short forehand, get your opponent to reach across, stretch across, and then it leaves a gap at the other side. Now what can happen is the stretch across, and if they're really good with the legs, push out and get behind this, but then it leaves that open. So if you get back quicker, teeth for me. So if a teeth then goes back because he knows what's going to happen, boom. And this is what Ovtcharov does a lot. So he's here, makes him stretch, boom, I'll go there. Didn't get, because my opponent didn't get back quick enough. But if my opponent starts worrying about that bit, boom, I'm going to go into that area there. If I serve there, especially with this side spin, the ball naturally wants to gravitate this way, and people generally play across, or could do. But if you're really strong, so Ovtcharov's got this incredibly strong backhand. I'm probably more dominant with my backhand. But if I'm here, it only leaves a little gap for me forehand. I don't have to be, if I was here, I'd have to get across to play this shot. Because I'm already here, I just turn, boom, and then I can play that shot in. So it makes my forehand stronger because I don't have to move really. I'm more or less in the same position, boom, and then I can get that forehand in. So Ovtcharov's forehand is not as strong as his backhand, but he doesn't leave much of a gap. The other really good thing about this exercise or position, there's not really a hip. So a lot of players struggle on the hip, but from here, there isn't really a hip. Everything's backhand, or you turn and you've got this forehand. So it's quite a nice way to play the ball. Boom. Yeah. And again, you can see that a teeth's so conscious after being dragged out there. He's desperate, so desperate to get back that the next ball going across there. So these are planned ideas you can use in the league to beat people. You have this plan, I'll go there, okay, I'll send it down there, because I knew he was expecting it across, or out here, comes back, bang, boom, because he stepped back across that way. Or if he comes back here, which is the plan. So the forehand's plan B, the backhand, this is plan A. I'm hoping that he thinks, oh, he's over here, there's a little gap there. I serve, step behind, boom, and then I can get that nice shot in. And this shot doesn't have to be too big. Most common mistake is people will try, including myself, to do too much with this. So it's boom, and then it's trying to rip the ball, but you're better off just nice and steady, spinning the ball on and using placement. I place it there, boom, out wide. Didn't need to be a big shot because there's such a range to cover movement wise there, boom, and just more spin on the breakout. If they go too wide, so sometimes in local league a wide ball would be pushed out wide, but if it comes off the side you still can spin it up. If not, go again, just return it again and then look for the next one. So let's say you touch it back. So if a thief touches it back, boom, I touch back, next one. So I can just wait. If it doesn't come off the end, just wait, touch it back, same position. We still got the same thing. I'm still attacking your short wide forehand. So it's all about dominating that little area out wide. From this position that I'm attacking this short forehand area, is it only leaves so many options. So the option is basically that they'll play down the line. People play for gaps. So I'm here, and without knowing it even sometimes, you'll play to the gap. So people do two things in tilt. That's to play to the person, especially when they're beginners, and then after that they start playing away from the person. So they see this gap and think, oh, I'll go there. That's what I'm hoping. That's plan A. That's what I'm hoping for. So that's his one thing. I step behind, boom. So I know I'm hoping to step that way. It might not always work that way. A thief he could play at the middle, but that's approach the same. His other option might be to push it out wide here. So that's plan B. That's what I'm expecting if I know he's not going to go there. I judge this. If I can get my opponent off balance, then that's what I'm looking for. I'm wanting the person to be a bit off balanced, and then I'll go to the opposite side. If they stay balanced, then I've got to watch as he comes in. If he breaks his wrist back like this, I know he's going to come down the line. If he keeps his wrist straight, I know they're going to go across. So I'll look at his wrist, how his back is, boom, and then I can play that shot and go back across. Okay, so I'll serve, look where his wrist is, boom, and then I can play the shot over to the opposite side. So that's what we're trying to judge. So people have limited options receiving from here. The only other thing, if it's not coming off the side, he can try and do a forehand flick, which is quite risky. But again, most people will probably flick it across. If they will flick it, it'll probably come across, and I'm ready for it. So if I think they're going to flick, and most people always flick more or less to the same place, especially at a slightly lower level. So you just have to learn what your opponent does, and then you can get in on that ball from there. So down here, across, and then ready. But it's so high risk, most people will push it if you're going to do a chop serve into that area. Right, I'm just going to get a thief to have a go at doing this exercise and see how he does. In, good. Yeah, I pulled back and you went across there. So it all depends on whether I push back. If I stay here, no, I've stayed here. Yeah, okay. Yeah. One. So you go there, yeah. Okay, get another one. If I push back, so if the opponent pushes back here, because they're worried here, boom. Easy to get, yeah, and again. So if I stay here, good, that's it. So you're looking to spread me as far as you can and catch me. Then I worry about that. I push back. Nah, so you didn't watch me. Yeah. So this is about watching a little bit, yeah? Watch me. So if I go here and push back, boom, yeah, good. And then because it's all about planning your points. One, I stay here, sorry, top spin serve caught me out. I stay here, yeah, and you're gonna look for that attack again, one more. One, boom, spin, good. This is actually what you're aiming for. Okay, so you serve from there over, I push down the line, and then you've got to just step behind it, put your weight on your left leg, one, step behind the weight on left leg, boom, and up. And again, watch where I am as you go, as you lift your head up and look. Yeah, okay. So if I stay there, you're going to go to my backhand. Yep. Boom. Yeah, perfect. Okay, see you on the next one.
Pimple back off. Make it look good. Finished now, but it's the same place. You do some more. See you later.